Alright, let's get into it. How much losing can one man actually handle? How much fandom can you fake before it all starts cracking? Because at this point, Drake might as well be collecting LS like their trophies. Say it with me, the curse is real. Cupcake Drake is officially down bad again, and honestly, it's starting to look supernatural. Now, look at the scoreboard. From the beef to the Super Bowl to the World Series, Drake's been fumbling every cultural moment like it's his full-time job. The humiliation? Off the charts. And while the Drake stans are spinning in circles, trying to turn this into some galaxy brain master plan, we all know the truth. Drake made the mess, then got mad it didn't taste right. You built the sandwich, my guy. You don't get to cry about the ingredients. But before we dive any deeper into this Dodgers win, and what it means for Kendrick Lamar, who somehow dominated this entire narrative without even showing up, hit that like. Trust me, you're gonna need it, because the cupcakes are melting fast. Now, the wild part? The Dodgers just smoked the Blue Jays in Game 7, and the poetic irony is insane. Out of every Drake-Kendrick moment we've seen so far, this one might top them all. Let's rewind. Back in 2015, Drake dropped back-to-back, his career-saving diss track, a direct nod to the Blue Jays' back-to-back titles in the early 90s. You can literally see it on the cover art, the whole Toronto sports pride, culture, and legacy vibe. That was the energy he wanted. Fast forward to now, and Kendrick flips Drake's own playbook. In Euphoria, he uses back-to-back as a storytelling frame, teasing he'll drop more than actually does, with 616 in LA, layers on layers. And now here we are, Dodgers versus Blue Jays, LA versus Toronto. Kendrick's city versus Drake's team. The Dodgers go back-to-back, just like Kendrick said he would. You can't script this kind of irony, unless you actually write your own lyrics, which Kendrick does. So, while Drake's trying to manifest wins, Kendrick's out here creating reality. That's the difference between writing hits and writing history. Now, let's talk aftermath. Kendrick's name shot to the top of every trending chart, top 5 across all major platforms. Meanwhile, Drake's getting dragged for the millionth time. The message is clear, you can buy streams, but you can't fake influence. This whole thing literally turned into the Not Like Us World Series. Kendrick didn't even need to show up, his presence alone took over the narrative. And it gets funnier. The MLB broadcast team joined in, celebrating the Dodgers' win with a graphic showing Kendrick grinning in the G-Wagon while Drake's sulking in the back seat. Drake stans lost their minds. Full meltdown mode. They're screaming conspiracy, saying everyone's out to get him. But wait, it gets worse. Nike, yes, Nike, decided to drop a celebration video for the Dodgers' back-to-back titles. Guess who signed to Nike? That's right, our boy Drake. His own brand made a hype edit flipping I Love LA into Squabble Up, celebrating Kendrick's city while their supposed ambassador takes yet another public L. Drake getting roasted by his label was one thing. But now his own sneaker plug is shading him, too. That's a new level of tragic. The man went from God's plan to everyone's punchline, and at this point, it's honestly hard to tell which hurts more, the losses or the silence after. And here we go again, because somehow, things just keep getting worse. I mean, it takes a special kind of downfall to hit this level of public embarrassment. Imagine being clowned by the MLB, dragged by Nike, your own brand partner, and then roasted by an entire city that can't stop laughing at your pain. That's not just losing. That's becoming a walking L. When LA celebrates, Drake cries. It's the pattern now. From rap beefs to baseball, every time there's an LA versus Toronto moment, Drake ends up as the punchline. The guy's managed to make himself the face of every major win that wasn't his. Think about it, the hottest rap feud ever? LA won. The wildest World Series finish in years? LA won again. And right in the middle of it all, there's Drake, accidentally turning into the mascot for losing. Of course, the stands are already spinning the same tired excuses. It's all rigged. Everyone's against him. They just can't handle Drake's influence. Sure, January. Let's be real, he's not the victim here. He's just been playing himself, publicly, over and over. Here's the cold truth, Cupcake Crew, Drake's taken more heat from this loss than any actual Blue Jays player. Why? Because he made himself the center of attention. He showed up at 3 out of 5 home games acting like the main character, posting up every chance he got, fishing for clout, trolling LA fans, and low-key poking at Kendrick's camp. And just like in the beef, he thought he could walk in, flex a little, and walk out untouched. But life doesn't work like that. There are consequences, and he's living them in HD. So let's bring back the Subway analogy because it fits too perfectly. Drake walked in, built his own sandwich, hated the sandwich, yelled at the worker, and the worker just looked at him like, "Drake, you made the sandwich." That's it. That's the career arc. And picture this, Drake leaving Rogers Center again, head down, walking out after another humiliating night. That's 2 times in 4 months he's been laughed out of his own city's biggest venue. First, Kendrick's Not Like Us encore at the same arena, one of the loudest moments of the entire tour, and now this World Series disaster. The man can't even attend a hometown event without turning into a meme. Honestly, at this point, Drake's not even competing with rappers or athletes anymore, he's competing with himself for most public L of the year. The beef, the Super Bowl, the World Series, it's a trilogy of humiliation. Culture has officially crowned him as something new, the biggest loser of all time. And the wildest part? He earned it. Every bit of it. From the trolling to the fake confidence to the self-inflicted chaos, this isn't bad luck. It's karma with a camera. Now, when people mention Drake, they're not talking about hits, they're talking about his losses. You see him at a game, and you already know how the night's going to end. Silent posts, awkward smiles, another meme. So yeah, while everyone's out here claiming GOAT status and breaking records, Drake's carved out his own lane. He's the GOL, greatest of losers. And that, my friends, is a record nobody's trying to break. Anyway, that's the rundown on Cupcake's latest crash. Drop your thoughts below, tell me what you think about this World Series mess, and how it just keeps stacking on Drake's record of regret. And hey, if you've made it this far, hit that like and subscribe, it helps a ton. Oh, and if you think this was bad, wait till you hear what's coming next. There's a new lawsuit brewing that might just make this World Series loss look like a warm-up. Check out the next video, it's about to get ugly.